Welcome to another edition of BBVA Greenfluencers, the corporate investment banking project aiming to give voice to the sustainable projects developed by our clients. In this ever-changing world, ESG strategies and innovation projects are key elements to differentiate the players changing the world we live in. Today, we're at Nemak, a Mexican leading company innovation projects for the global automotive industry. And we have the pleasure to have Mark Winterhalter here with us, VP of Purchasing and Sustainability, which defines his job as shaping the sustainable value chains. Thank you, Mark. It's a pleasure having you with us.
Thank you, Álvaro. Actually, it's a pleasure to have you here. So here in Monterrey, where everything started with Nemak, we are here in the Product Development Center, where we are developing our products. So welcome to Nemak.
We know you have a well-developed model for sustainability. Can you tell us a bit how you designed this model and all the obstacles you probably found on the way?
Well, it started early 2019 with a CEO decision, which was to put sustainability on top of the agenda. And I got a task to organize this. And I remember very well when we started with the first meeting, and we really asked our question, what is the main impact? How can we contribute the fastest and the best? And it was very obvious, it's about climate change, our topic. And in that very same meeting, we decided to commit to science-based target because an external told us that something like this is existing. It took us a couple of months to get everything arranged, but actually we submitted our goals in the very same year. And we also had other priorities, such as supply chain engagement, which matters very much to me. At the moment, we are working on the aluminum stewardship initiative called ASI. Last week, we could communicate that we have our first 3 plants certified. And I think in both cases, we were about the first movers in our environment. And I think what really matters is to take bold, clear decisions and putting clear targets. This was our approach when we started, and then we continued with materiality assessment and have the complete model ready. You asked about obstacles. I think yes, they are existing. We are an industry which is a success story with combustion engines, and we are handling metal and automotive. So especially maybe in this place, change management is important. That's definitely an obstacle. And then I think also our stakeholders, I would like them to be a bit more predictable. So we have a quite good idea how to realize a net zero product, but what are the decisions to happen, and what is the money to put on the table? And there it would be very helpful to have a clearer view on the future, I think.
Nowadays, water and energy are big issues in the sustainable world. How are this affecting Nemak, and what are you doing, especially in Monterrey, which is a big issue?
Yeah, I think first of all, we are a very energy-intensive business. I already mentioned science-based targets. So we committed to reduce by 28% till 2030. And this is the guiding line. This is the target for all our activities behind. So for example, the development of green raw materials, working on energy efficiency with energy audits, with energy benchmarks, or the ISO 50001 certifications, and many other activities. I think that's really our road on the energy side. Related to water, we do not consider ourselves as so water intensive. However, we try to reduce our consumption and to reuse and to recycle as best as possible. We are also in areas of high water stress, like here in Monterrey. And there we have our water plans with yearly assessments, and we are following this very closely, and it's taking more and more importance globally.
Okay, for our next question, Paris Agreement. The deadlines are getting closer for the net zero dates. How is Nemak and how are you yourself dealing with it, and how are you doing on this course for net zero?
Well, I hate to give a commitment if I do not know how to deliver. And I think that's the problem many companies are in at the moment. I think we found a solution to that. We gave a net zero task to everybody in the company to develop a net zero roadmap. So we addressed this to every location and all to every function. To be honest, at the beginning it was a bit confusing, but then we had a very passionate discussion about how can we do this? How can we green our raw material? How can we move away from natural gas to renewable fuels? And at the end also, how can we convince our customers to do this together with us? So this was really the guiding star, the guiding idea. At the moment, I think we have a solution available. Not everything is fixed. Okay. There are still a lot of decisions to take. There's a lot of investments to make. But whenever a customer is coming asking for a net zero product, our answer is yes, we can. We can start to realize this. And I think this gives us much more confidence in the current situation.
So Mark, if I understand correctly, this is a very interesting strategy. You're saying that every employer in Nemak has their own small KPI for net zero?
Yes. Maybe not everybody, but the relevant functions. I think it's key for engineering to develop specs that are working with more recycled content and with different type of materials. It's extremely important also for the sourcing side, for purchasing, to secure the availability of these materials. And I think there's a lot to do in operations as well. Natural gas will not be available forever. So we are at the moment developing different options.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe some of our Greenfluencers and viewers can get some ideas out of this strategy.
Yeah, we're doing our humble work, but yeah, we're doing our best.
That's good. The automotive industry is one of the most complex in terms of supply chain. So how can you deal with your suppliers in terms of ESG issues? And what are your clients asking of Nemak in this sense?
When I came to Nemak, I came to take purchasing responsibility, and sustainability was later. And starting here, for me it was personally important that I do not have any type of supplier controversies. And one way to look on that was EcoVadis. It's a third-party solution to assess sustainability performance of the supply chain. And they also have a tracking of corrective actions. So this was very important. Today we are using it more in the context of our supply chain due diligence processes and the risk management we have in place with committees, with databases, with social media screening and so on. So that's very important. And following, it's very much about the metal, the raw material aluminum we are using. This can be very carbon intensive, but there are also ways to improve it using renewable energy or using innovative new type of technologies, or even better, using recycled material. And that's not new to Nemak. So we are probably one of the 3 biggest scrap buyers in North America. So this is really part of our DNA. And it's now really about using recycled content, the best technology to reduce the footprints. And therefore we have very intensive dialogues with our suppliers. We call these supplier roundtables. We have established them face-to-face once a year where we discuss all these topics. I think that's what we are doing. Our customers, they are asking for zero carbon products. Yeah. That's what they are expecting. I think that's on top of the list. And beside that, I think they're more or less asking everything that comes with the overall sustainability framework.
That's interesting. And in terms of the S in ESG, social, we've heard that Nemak has special projects in that sense. Can you tell us a bit more about what you're doing?
I think first of all, you have to comply with all legal requirements and all stakeholder expectations. And there's a lot of things changing at the moment. But I think what really stands out at Nemak is, and also for our male-dominated industry, is our diversity and inclusion strategy. We have a business resource group called Women Belong, which is promoting development and retention of female talent. So really great progress in that area. And apart from that, we are supporting vulnerable group, especially also on local levels. A lot of things happening here in Monterrey. And maybe also very important is education. So we are sponsoring students who have no resources to study in college. We provide them the resources to study. So that's maybe worth to mention.
That's fantastic. Mark, in December 2022, BBVA supported Nemak with a $200 million green loan. Do you think this type of products, or what is your view on how this type of products can really boost ESG actions?
Well, I'm very thankful. First, because I think we got a good condition with the bond. And on the other hand, from a sustainability side, it was really something that brought us to the next level. So it moved us from a place where sustainability was a nice green topic to talk about, really in the center of the business, and we saw the monetary benefit of sustainability. This was very, very helpful, and I think looking forward, the transformation of the automotive industry of Nemak has a price tag, and we will still need funding to do that. And maybe I have to talk to our CFO, and maybe we come back to you.
More than happy. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having us here today and letting us see firsthand the commitment that Nemak has for sustainability. As you know, in BBVA, we share the same values and the same commitment. And I think the biggest challenge we have as a bank is accompanying our clients in this transformation into a greener world. Now, permit me to present with you with this award. You are a Nemak official Greenfluencers for BBVA. It's a project that we have and that we built really to inspire people to promote and continue with these activities and make a better world and a better place for everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think it's really a great recognition. I'm really happy with this award. Thank you very much.